Hey, Outtakes here from Normal Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing the Fortnite x Simpsons mini-season, which, at the time of recording, the season isn't really over, but there's not really any new content being added, especially since the amount of days we have until the Chapter 6 finale event, which, before you ask me about it, yes, I am excited. Yes, I am happy that we are finally getting the DeLorean. And yes, I am excited for the event. And also, yes, I will be streaming the event. Go support me on Twitch. I want to get those Twitch plaques, please. Okay, so anyways, pros, cons, and mates. First off, obviously the pros. Now, before I continue on, I want to clarify that I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, so if I don't get all of the references or don't understand certain things, please be nice to me. Because again, I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, but I do have a soft spot for it. I quite like Bart. He's quite chaotic. Anyways, yeah, get back on track. First off is Burns Manor. This is the manor of the character Mr. Burns, who, okay, I wouldn't say is the series antagonist, but he's definitely not the nicest person. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say. But yeah, Burns Manor, honestly, really cool. It's a big manor. I quite like the Fortnite manors because usually when we get a manor in Fortnite, they're pretty big. They have a lot of loot. They're quite nice, like most manors in real life. Next up is Donut District. This is another fun POI that was fun to land at, especially since it had a interactable. One of these interactables being this guy with like the statue of this guy holding a donut. Again, I'm sorry I don't know the name of the statue. We'll be saying sorry to Simpsons fans a lot in this episode. But anyways, yeah, if you break the statue itself doesn't disappear, but the donut will fall out of the statue's hand, and it will be an object that, like, you could, like, put, like, or yeah, it could, the stone donut, the giant stone donut becomes an object that you can, like, push around with your pickaxe, and you can use it to damage or even kill other players. Which honestly, the whole okay, this was something that was introduced in Fortnite Chapter 3, where it's like, oh, if you knock down a big tree, the tree log will come crashing down, and if someone is unlucky enough, they'll get crushed to death. Like that's a mechanic we haven't really seen in Fortnite that much, so it's nice that they brought that back for this. Next up is Evergreen Terrace. I mean, actually, wait, no, hold on. Hey, all Pete here from Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing the Fortnite x Simpsons mini-season. Now, before this review continues on, I need to clarify something. I am not a huge Simpsons fan. In fact, I'm not that much of a Simpsons fan at all. So, if there's a reference or something Simpsons related that goes over my head that I don't understand, I just want to say, I am sorry. I am saying this first, so the whole review, I don't need to say sorry to Simpsons fans for not getting every single reference or detail. So, I'm just saying it up straight, I am sorry. Also, by the time I'm recording this, the event hasn't happened yet, and there's currently not any new content being added to the Fortnite X Simpsons mini-season. But if you're wondering, yes, I am excited for the Chapter 6 end event. Yes, I am happy that we are finally getting the DeLorean. And yes, I could not wait to see the Megazord fight alongside Godzilla. This is just truly just a glorious day. And also, yes, I will be streaming it. Go check out my Twitch. I would really, really love to get those Twitch statues because holy shit, they look so fucking cool. Anyways, yeah, get back on topic. The pros, the cons, and the myths. First off is Burns Manor. Burns Manor is the manor of the character Mr. Burns, who is Homer Simpson's boss, or just Homer's boss of the power plant that he works at. So yeah, obviously when we get a manor in Fortnite, they're pretty big and spacious. They have a decent amount of loot as well. But also compared to other manors, like a certain Tiger Man that I really like, it's not that great, but hey, like I mentioned, whenever we get a manor in Fortnite, it usually has a decent amount of loot. So, this was definitely a good place to land at. Next up is Donut District. This was where the statue of Lordland, I think that's his name. Yeah, the statue that holds like this giant donut. Yeah, that's the center of Donut District. And the reason why I mentioned this is because you can actually destroy or technically destroy the statue. Say technically destroy the statue because, like, once you fully break it, it doesn't vanish. But the giant donut it holds falls out of his hand, and it can be used as a interactable, aka it can be something that can be knocked around with your pickaxe to possibly damage or even kill other players. Which, honestly, the whole mechanic of being able to, like, knock something down and use it as, like, a way to damage or kill other players, which was something introduced in Fortnite Chapter 3, is just something we don't really see that often. It's a feature, just like a bunch of other things Fortnite added and later abandoned, that we just haven't seen that much, and it's nice to see it return. Can we have weapon mods back, please? But yeah, anyways, yeah, I didn't really do this with the statue. I only did it once, but even then, I didn't kill anyone with it. I just caused destruction because I am chaos incarnate. But yeah, anyways, Donut District was a fun POI to land at. Next up, we have Evergreen Terrace. This is the neighborhood that, well, the Simpsons live in. And honestly, it's a pretty good recreation, I will say. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I may not be a huge Simpsons fan. I do have a soft spot for it. And also, like for me at least, this is the second time where I've played a video game where you get to explore Springfield. The first ever video game I played where you got to explore Springfield was Lego Dimensions, a game that I really hope gets a remaster one day. Yeah, Evergreen Terrace, pretty good. Obviously, if you're a huge Simpsons fan, you'd probably give these places a high rating, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm not really the biggest Simpsons fan, so there's that. Next up is Camp Krusty, which is this Boy Scout camp thing that is owned by the particular character, Krusty, who is one of the many, many classic characters of Simpsons. So yeah, Camp Krusty, honestly, it's a decent POI. It has one of the it has the capture the flag thing where like once you capture the flag, you get a bunch of loot, and also you temporarily have the ability to detect other chests and even other players if they're even in the area. So, yeah, Camp Krusty, pretty decent. Next up is the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant, the place where Homer works at. Honestly, this place is also pretty decent, especially usually the power plant locations we get in Fortnite are pretty classic, especially if you've played Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 1. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I had to say. But yeah, there's actually a special little mini game that the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant has. So basically, this is something that can happen to all power plants, but there can be a power failure, or yeah, no, not a power failure, a meltdown. A meltdown can happen, and you have to like go to Homer's control panel and solve a little puzzle. Now, here's the thing: there is a building that actually has the code to the puzzle. But there's just one tiny little problem, and that's the fact that sometimes the code that's shown on the building can be incorrect. And let's just say sometimes you'll have to like type in the code, like different codes multiple times. It's like, is it this one? No. Is it that one? No. Is it this one? And then like one time I just like the storm was coming close, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to abandon it, and I just abandoned it. I've never seen what happens when you're unable to complete the minigame, but I guess the location just explodes. I, I don't know. But yeah, the Springfield nuclear power plant was pretty fun to go to. So yeah. Next up is Springfield Town Square. It is the Town Square of Springfield. It's where Moe's Bar is located. Honestly, this was another fun POI to go to here and there. I know there were a lot of people in there when obviously when the season first started because that's how all new POIs go. But yeah, yes, the Springfield Town Square, pretty decent, quite liked it. Next up is the Krusty Burger slash steamed hams. Yeah, as you can see, there's going to be a lot of Simpsons reference here. Some of them might fly over my head, but who knows? I don't. Yeah, obviously the Krusty Burger slash steamed hams is a burger and it will heal you, but it will also regenerate your shield. And if you eat more than 3 of them, then your shield will be fully regenerated. And honestly, quite useful. And also, as a burger enjoyer myself, I quite like that. If only burgers did that to you in real life. Anyways, next up is the Super Squishy. Now, this is a reference that I do get. So, in one episode, Bart and his friend get like this super sugary. What's the word I'm looking for? No, no. I'll, I'll put it on screen. Yeah, they get a super. Ah, crap. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. No, I'm gonna restart. Hey, all Pete here from Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to our review, and today I'm reviewing the Fortnite X Simpsons mini-season. Now, before this review continues on, I want to clarify that I am not a huge Simpsons fan. I do have a interest in the Simpsons, but I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, so if there's anything that, like, any reference or Simpsons knowledge that goes over my head, I just want to say I am sorry. I am only going to say I am sorry once in this video, just in case this review isn't a half review and half me saying sorry to Simpsons fans for not understanding certain things that would usually not fly over Simpsons fans' head. So, yeah. Also, if you're curious, yes, I am excited for the Chapter 6 final event. And yeah, this video is being recorded a couple of days before that happens. So, yeah. Anyways, pros, the cons, and the mids. First off, the pros. First up, we have Burns Manor. This is this is the Murner. Yeah, this is the manor slash mansion of the character Mr. Burns, who is the boss of Homer, who works at the power plant, which I will get to that later. But yeah, Burns Manor is pretty big, has a secret room, has a bunch of loot, it's pretty nice. But obviously, it doesn't compare to Oscar's Manor, which will be the best manor to ever exist in Fortnite. Lego, please give us a full Lego set of it. Anyways, yeah, next up is the Donut District. This was another fun POI to land at. It has the statue of Lord Lad, I believe that's his name, if I'm correct, and he's holding a giant donut. Why do I mention this? Well, you can technically destroy the statue, and when I say technically destroy the statue, I mean you can break it, but the statue is still there, but the donut falls out of his hand, and it becomes an interactable that you can, like, push around with your pickaxe to damage or even kill other players. Which, is definitely a gameplay mechanic we haven't seen in a good while. It was first introduced in Chapter 3, and is a gameplay idea that we haven't seen returned, like some other gameplay mechanics I wish would return. But hey, it's nice to see it return, even if I really never used it to kill any other players. I've also used it to cause chaos and destruction in Donut District. So yeah. Next up is Evergreen Terrace. This is the neighborhood where the main Simpsons family lives at. And if you're a huge Simpsons fan, then this place will be great for you. Now, again, like I mentioned, I'm not the hugest Simpsons fan, but hey, I am happy to see this because this is the second time where I've played a video game where you've had the ability to explore the Simpsons neighborhood. The first time I had this opportunity was when I played LEGO Dimensions, a game I really hope gets a remaster one day. Yeah, Evergreen Terrace is a pretty decent place. A lot of houses, a lot of loot. Understandable why there are a lot of people landing here. Next up is Camp Krusty. Actually, no, hold on.